What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the BullRush Live. My name is Davin, and of course, today I'm joined with the wonderful Trent Hare. How are you doing today, Trent?
Good, and yourself?
Pretty good, pretty good. We got some exciting things going on today. We have another one of our live. Uh, this one's a tournament, actually, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's a multi-round.
yeah, so it's a multi-round competition. It's almost tournament style, but it's a trade the news competition. So that's gonna be real exciting. We got tons of people in there. I believe we have. I'm looking at it now, 400 and something. Let me go back here real quick.
Yeah, and the news events are specifically we're doing non-farm, and then there's going to be an hour pause, and then we're going to go and do PMI as well. So it really gives those news traders an opportunity when they're sitting on their hands, because most prop firms and brokers don't allow you to trade during news events. They can come with BullRush and win some money.
Yeah.
And I think it's sold out. I'm pretty sure it completely sold out, which 500, we capped it like everything else. On the news, we historically done 250, but the popularity was there. Those were selling out within an hour of us posting them, so we upped it to 500 this time, and that
Wow.
sold out within a couple days as well.
Yeah. I know those are very, very popular, and I know we have a few more coming up in the future here that are filling up as we speak.
And that's officially kicked off. So the format is we started at 8 a.m. It's going to run till 9 a.m. So that news event comes out at 8:30. So that'll really shake things up. And then there's a pause till 10. And then right when that 10 o'clock news event comes out is when round two starts. And so it should really present a lot of good trading opportunities for everybody. And I can already see a bunch of people have started kicking off. People are always eager to get started in competitions. They really want to be the first ones in there. And so we've started, and there are about a dozen or so people that have started trading thus far. Pretty excited to see how this goes.
Yeah, I'm going through the leaderboard now. You got one of them up, and I got the other one up, huh? Because there are two groups, but yeah, I see a few people already trade. Quite a bit of people trading here in Group A2.
Yeah, so for those that don't know how we run competition or our tournament style, all participants get divided into groups, whether it is two groups or upwards of 20 groups. They get divided into groups, and then you only compete against your group. So similar to like the Olympics, where if you're doing the 100-meter dash, you have heats. You'll have 8 heats. You race against your heat only. Top 3 participants go to the next round. For ours, in this specific competition, it's a two group first round. 50% of the people, so 125 from each round, will move to the championship, where ultimately all the prizes are crowned. Something we're doing unique for this one as well with the prizes we are giving entry into our 3K Thanksgiving competition, which just launched yesterday, and then it runs through the entire month of November, where there's a $3,000 prize pool, so a massive prize pool. So for all those 500 participants here right now, it's a really good benefit to them to be able to go and join that competition that's already started, not have to pay that entry fee.
Nice. And I just wanted to mention too, while you're on the dashboard here, one thing that I've been noticing a ton of people have been taking advantage of is those daily trivia, and earning with that daily trivia as well.
How does that work specifically?
Yeah, so pretty much every single time you and if you don't know, every single day, if you click that little doohickey at the top left right there, right underneath the BullRush logo, you can enter, right there, you can view our daily trivia. So every single time that you do our daily trivia and you answer it correctly, you're going to receive 25 promo credits. Now, if you don't know, promo credits are just like real credits, except you can't withdraw them, and you can use them to enter competitions or tournaments that are paid, right?
Yep.
So 25 promo credits every single time you answer. That means that once you answer at least 20 days correctly, you got enough to enter one of our paid competitions. Because right now, all of our paid competitions are $5, I believe. I don't think we have any that are more than $5 yet. But right now, all of them are $5. So after 20 days, you'll be able to enter one of the $5 ones, like our Profit Factor ones, which we have every month. We have the Thanksgiving tournament starting here soon. Actually, I believe that one starts
The Thanksgiving one started yesterday.
yesterday. Yeah.
Well, it started at 5 p.m. yesterday, which was technically November 1st, and it runs through the duration of November. What is really good about That is, all of our paid entry competitions have the largest prize pool. So we do the daily competitions where it's $50, but the Thanksgiving, for example, is $3,000. So you can basically pay $5 and the winner's getting $1,500. So turn 5 into $1,500 by winning that competition.
Yeah, and of course, those are going to have a little bit less competition in there because there's always going to be less people in the paid ones than the free ones, so you have a higher chance of winning. And of course, I just wanted to mention also our challenges. You brought up a really great statistic the other day on the challenges that I thought was very interesting with the passing rates of the challenges and the potential. What was that specifically?
Yeah, so there was a study that was recently done by a third party in the industry that runs a lot of technology for prop firms. And they ran a study, and out of 300,000 accounts that were done, only 7% of them received a payout. So if you purchase a challenge, your odds of getting a payout were 7%. However, 14% of people passed the challenge. So if you purchased a prop challenge, you had a 14% likelihood of passing the challenge, and then only a 7% chance of actually getting a payout. And with how we do our challenges, we do them where you pass the challenge, you instantly get your prize and your payout. And so by using their metrics, and again, this is their study, not ours, you have a 50% higher likelihood of receiving a BullRush payout than you do via a prop firm payout.
Wow.
Which is massive, 50% greater chance. And so that's really good from that perspective. And also they're instantly paid. And so you're not having to wait the 14 to 30 days that prop firms make you wait. Ours are, you pass challenge, you get paid. You pass challenge, you get paid. And we saw that work out last week where we had a gentleman do exactly that. He took 5 challenges in the matter of a few hours. He passed all 5 and then withdrew all of the money right away.
Wow. He needs to get into those double ups.
Yeah, I can't believe he didn't do the double up. He literally took a challenge, passed, took a challenge, passed. And what he did though, which was interesting, and I had seen this once before with another gentleman, he purchased $5 challenge, passed, then purchased a $10 challenge, passed, then purchased the $25 challenge, passed, and like he basically scaled up through that, which I'd never seen or I'd seen that once before, but that's a good use of it as well.
Yeah, and on that point, I really, that's another thing I really like about our challenges is, unlike, I've dabbled in a few prop firms in here and there, and the barrier to entry, like what's the cheapest challenge you've seen on a prop firm? It's
$50.
$50. You know what I mean? Our cheapest one is $5. So
most of them though, I think the average purchase price of a prop firm challenge is $300.
Yeah, so the average price is $300. Typically, you're not going to find one cheaper than $50. I mean, I've never seen one cheaper than $50. And for us, $5. So you can start, practicing your challenges, doing challenges, and start earning and multiplying that bankroll with just $5. And with the 3 to 1, $5 can turn into what is 17, 19 something. So get in there, do those challenges. It's a great place to practice. We have tons of them. You can start at $5. We got them all the way up to $100 on the basics, and then double ups. We have all the way up to, I believe, $150. Correct?
Yeah, so $150, and the payout on that is $740. So if you're able to, on the high end, on the double up, it's $150 to enter. If you on the 3 to 1, if you pass the double up phase, you get $740.
Wow. Yeah. I wish I could do those. Those are an awesome opportunity. No, and those are great. I've been talking to people who are doing those, people in the Discord who've been doing them, and just like the challenges, what we're seeing is people are building their bankroll, just multiplying, starting with $5, moving up a little bit more, and then next thing you know, they withdraw and they either use that on a live account or they buy a prop firm challenge to get funded. And they just excel their trading career and their trading journey with BullRush, which is really great to see, and I love to see that. Let's look what this competition's going. Let's see what's
Yeah, and a lot of things are going to shake up in this competition right now. So more like a distance running race. And for everybody that knows my background, I was a long distance runner professionally before getting into the trading industry. And I equate this tournament similar to like a distance race where we're 30 minutes or now we're 20 minutes before the news event. So everybody's just jockeying for position, getting their trades lined up, not really making a lot of big moves. And then we're going to go into the news event, which is sort of the end of the race where you're kicking and sprinting, which is going to go and little technical difficulties there.
Lots of wires
kick
here.
Down one of the lights. We tried to shift around the studio here recently and mess some stuff up. So that's on me.
Hey, but this is how you know we're live. This is how you know we're real people. You know what I mean? We're people just like you, and things happen.
It's funny. I thought
over.
we were gonna make it easier and get the wires out of the way.
I know.
We cleaned up the table here. I know you guys can't see our table right now,
here,
but we cleaned up the table mostly with all the wires. Or what'd you call it? I call it a rat's nest. You'd call it something else.
So it's a rat tail.
What is that? What is a rat tail? Like, I had never heard that term. I always refer to it.
So a rat tail is when a bunch of rats in a sewer or wherever they are hanging out pretty much get stuck together, whether it's like usually it starts with like one rat getting their tail stuck in some sticky stuff, some gum or some oil or something like that, and then they all get stuck in there, and then in the panic of them trying to free themselves, their tails get bunched up and tied up, and eventually they starve and die. So that's called I believe a rat king, because it looks like one giant rat, because they're all, it'll be like 10, 15 rats. I would pull up pictures, but it's kind of gross.
Yeah, please do not. But that's the interesting fact for Friday.
Yeah. Fun fact Friday, rat king is when a bunch of rats get tied together.
But yeah, we cleaned up a lot of the cables here, which looks really good, and you're able to go and see that. Unfortunately, that meant we moved a lot of them underneath the table where there's a lot of cables, so zip ties are in our future.
Yes. Soon. They're coming in on Amazon.
Competition, yeah, everybody's, again, jockeying for position. In group, which group is this? A2, we have Catch Me Zero in the lead with 0.34%. We have Jacoby at 0.32%, Nazim at 0.3%, Joseph King, was leading the leaderboard for about 2 months, is in fourth place. He got dethroned a few weeks ago by Christinier, who dethroned him and has now been at the top of the leaderboard for the last 3 weeks. But Joseph King is still hanging in there, still trying to get back to the top of the leaderboard. He enters basically every competition. If you go look at his stats, which is a great feature in BullRush, everything's public, he has entered 79 competitions. So
wow.
I think we've ran 150 total, and so he's been in over half of our competitions. He's in there placing, and a big thing there is his average place is 88th place, and he has only won one competition. And so what that shows you is it is in BullRush, it is better to finish a competition versus getting disqualified. The more you get disqualified, the lower your score is. And ultimately, we are finalizing where you'll lose XP points if you get disqualified, which ultimately is going to harm your score, and you won't be able to join some of the more exclusive competitions. So it's in your best interest to go and not get disqualified with BullRush. Man, he answers the daily questions every day. He's answered 98 daily trivia. Got 62 of them right. It's massive.
Wow. Man, other news, Bitcoin's over 70,000. That's very interesting.
I think you called that. You think they're going to go to 100,000.
Well, yeah, so what I've been reading, I think by November 5th, it'll be on November 5th, I think it'll be around 75,000. And then, depending on how things turn out, it'll either stay around 70,000 or allegedly, I love that word, moon, up to I think they said 150 is the prediction. But
yeah, it's not really getting that rejected here. A lot of times when you see major resistance areas, it'll pop through and get very, very aggressively rejected.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can share you are sharing my screen. Thanks. So you can see that here. So it came up here to this area back in 2021. It poked through, and then you can see it massively got rejected for 2 big days in a row, and then came off quite a bit. And that's typically what you see. And you're not really seeing that here. I mean, we'll see how this day finishes out, but it poked up a bunch 70, didn't really get rejected, went back above it, didn't really get rejected, sort of tried to go off. The buyer stepped in, it went back up. Buyer or seller stepped in, buyer stepped right back in. And so it's forming sort of this, this channel right here, and not really coming off as you would expect when markets, get rejected pretty heavily, which would indicate a reversal. And so I think you might be, right. We'll see. Nobody can predict the future, but it is looking good for the bulls. And
it's very interesting. We're almost flirting with a new all-time high here, because if anybody remembers, back in March we hit a new all-time high of I think it was 73,000. Yeah, 73,000 was the all-time high. So we're just underneath that all-time high, and we could be getting a new all-time high in the next few. Well, could be next few hours or days.
We'll see how next week plays out. We have the presidential trading competition, so that will be really interesting. We replaced 2 daily competitions with the 2-day presidential trading competition that kicks off next Tuesday, in line with the presidential race. Prize pool for that is much higher than our typical dailies. I think we're giving away $500 in that one.
Oh, nice.
And then what will be interesting, especially for crypto, and they're saying is like if Trump gets elected, he's super pro crypto, that it should go up. If Kamala Harris gets elected, you could see it either stay stagnant or to go down. But
I think that was the report that I read, was they believe it's going to stay stagnant with Kamala at 75,000, and then with Trump at 150,000 between JD Vance and his heavy crypto. Well, I believe he was one of the first politicians to invest in crypto, like actually hold crypto. But between his heavy stances on crypto, and then having Elon Musk with his stances on crypto, I
didn't realize how young he was. I was starting to listen to the Joe Rogan podcast yesterday with him on, and he's only 40 years old. I'm like, that's how old I am.
That's really it's really young. Yeah, no, I was listening to him. I didn't know how old he was, but he sounds very young.
Really? I thought he looks a little bit more mature, and I thought he sounded older than what he was.
Really?
I think most politicians tend to look older. It's a very
It
stressful
ages
job.
you. Yeah. You got every politician, half the world hates you, half the world loves you. So I couldn't imagine that.
Have you ever seen the before and after pictures of people that are presidents?
I remember Obama
the worst.
Looked like
went in nice dark hair and then gray.
That was insane.
I wonder if here, let me try to find that. You still sharing my screen?
Yeah.
Obama before and after.
Yeah,
the
those are
pictures
crazy.
It is.
Oh my god.
It is just like the stress. I can't even imagine the stress of that job.
That's 8 years, but it looks like.
Looks like an eternity.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine. And then
Bill.
not only the stress of the with the public reaching out to you, but also they're telling you things that we don't know. You know what I mean? You got the CIA and the FBI telling you about people around the world and terrible things happening around. All the terrible things happening around the world. So you got the stress of all that on you too.
Yeah, I do not envy them. That is not a job I would want. Funny story, I was talking to my neighbors last night for Thanksgiving, though. It's like we named our kids after presidents.
That's funny.
If you can guess my kids' names, I'll give you some promo credits. If you come into the Discord,
$5 challenge.
Yeah, get the throw the Discord link in the live stream so people can see it. But if you can guess my children's names, both of them, I will give you free entry into a competition.
Abraham.
No. I do like that name, though.
That was my favorite. Lincoln.
I wanted to name, I had a few names. Archer was one because I would watch the TV show Archer.
Archer.
My wife's like, you're not naming our kids after
funny.
a TV show. And so our first son we were pretty in line with, and the second son we had a difficult time coming up with the names.
Yeah.
But we finally settled on a very good one. A hint, he was a the name has how do I describe this? The name has been a president more than once. for both of them. Which should help narrow it down.
Okay.
So it's has there been more? No. There's one Donald. There's one Barack. It's not those two. So there you go.
That was my next guess was Barack. Yeah, that's fun. My friend, my buddy just had a baby, and he was telling me at his what do you call it, like gender reveal. I was like, what are you gonna name your kid? Because it was a guy, and he's like, oh, I was trying to tell my wife I was gonna name him Espen.
After ESPN?
Yeah, you know what movie that's from?
Yeah, no, I do not know the movie, but I've heard that joke.
I believe that's from an Adam Sandler movie. I don't want to. Is it Big Daddy? No.
I could see. Yeah, I could.
No, it's not Big Daddy.
No.
It's an Adam Sandler movie. Now I gotta know.
So while we're waiting on you pulling that up, again, non-farm payroll comes out here in 8 minutes. It is expected to be at 106 jobs created. Prior was 254. Something big to look out for, we mentioned it last news event when we did non-farm last month, is that revision number. They always tend to revise up or down, and that is a big one. That was the big driver last month. Was the revision from the previous month was massively better. And so it's really important to pay attention to not only the headline figure, but also that revision from prior months.
It was blended, by the way. I don't know if anybody cares.
Blended? Never heard that
with
movie.
Drew Barrymore?
No.
No?
No.
Blended.
Terrible movie. Out of all of the movie quotes,
my gosh.
and we
That's
love
a
movie
good
quotes
one.
here. I do not know that one. I know if anybody wants to test their movie trivia
It's where they
knowledge
go
against
to
me,
like
we will
Africa.
be doing
It's
them
like
in
a
BullRush.
couple. They go on like a couples retreat with their families to like Africa. Never mind.
I think I've seen that.
Yeah, it's a good one. I thought. It was
I
a
don't
good
think
one.
so.
Never mind.
He's
All
very
right.
hit or miss. He's put out so many movies.
Some of those recent Netflix ones are a little bit of a miss.
I like the where he's like the lizard cartoon one. I watched that with my kids recently. He's like
is that with the
school
lizard and the turtle?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That one.
yeah.
All right, so 6.5 minutes. Let's go see where the leaderboard stacks up right now. And it's, we have the two views for tournament style. You got the leaderboards on both sides, but then you can click this button here at the top that really dives into it. So we can see. I've never seen this name pop up. I've seen second place, but let's go see what first place is doing. He's 1.3%. We can come in here and we can go look at some of his stats because I am curious. So, wow, he's been in 35 competition. He has placed third and won a prize in one competition. So, very, very good by him. He looks like he is scalping. His average winning trades is only 22 seconds. His average losing trade is 32 seconds. Looks like he is in and out scalping some gold. So, let's see if that plays out for him. That's a bold strategy, Cotton.
What's up, 5-star Forex?
What movie is that from?
What? What'd you say?
That's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it works
that
out for him.
Longest Yard? No. Okay, I don't know.
I'm not gonna say.
No?
I'm gonna leave you in suspense. Do you want me to tell you? Vince Vaughn's in there. Who else is in there? Vince Vaughn's the main character, and
Wedding Crashers?
no,
I don't know.
it's dodgeball.
Oh, okay.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Yeah.
I couldn't give you that.
I haven't
one.
seen that one in so long. But yeah, I remember that one.
So yeah, this guy is just in and out. Let's see if this works out for him. A lot of times when you're a scalper, it does favor a lot of news traders, especially now with the knee-jerk reactions that we see a lot of news events on. Again, I'm gonna go take a look to see more of his stats here. I'm always curious how people do. That's like it is honestly my favorite feature of the entire game of BullRush, is that you're able to come in and you're able to see all participations that they've done. So, he looks like he's relatively new, 35 competitions, done 25 questions, 10 answered correctly. So he's halfway there to getting free entry into a competition. Something that we have done that will come out, people have the ability, I don't think we've talked about this, people have the ability to turn this on or off in their settings, but your total winnings, if you want to show how much you've made in the system, whether it's real credits or promo credits, we have something called total winnings that you're able to go control underneath your settings. So if you go to the settings tab and you go to appearance, you'll see here on the achievements page what you can turn on or off. And so I have mine turned off. I don't think I've won anything, so I can turn it on. And then if I go back to my achievements page, then you'll be able to go and you'll see down here at the bottom, you can see here I have it turned on. So anybody that it's defaulted off, but if you want to go turn that on to really showcase for all those people that have won a lot of credits in the system, Caballerito and some of the other big ones I constantly see at the top of the leaderboard, then you can go do that. You can see here I do the daily trivia quite often, and I'm pretty good at it. I would say trivia is definitely my strong suit.
I mean, I'm pretty good at trivia. Just trading trivia is what gets me sometimes.
And you know what's getting ready to come out, which is really good, is we've been testing
competitions.
trivia competitions. You can see here I've been in there testing it with the team. I'm really excited for that. We plan to launch that in the next 2 to 3 weeks. I'm ecstatic for this.
And that's going to be huge. And that's going to be huge. Make sure you watch our BullRush Academy videos to make sure you know all about trivia, and you'll be able to answer all of the trivia questions.
That was a big thing. We've had 2 channels. I think you're going to start moving to the new channel. Is that right?
Yes. So this video right now, if you're watching it on YouTube, it is currently on our old channel. So I will make sure there's actually a video coming out today that you'll see where I'll be linking the new channel. But if you just look up on YouTube, BullRush Comp, that's BullRushComp, you're going to find our new channel. I think we can pull it up here real quick. But
and go for it. And part of that decision was we'd been growing that channel in the background, and then it is the same handle as the rest of our social media. So one of the feedbacks that we got from everybody is why your social media handle is different. It's hard to get the same social media handles across the board. But we have BullRush Comp now, as you can see in the banner. BullRush Comp is our social media handle for everything, which is really exciting.
Correct. And if you go in here, wow, who is this handsome man?
Here's a simple trading strategy where you trade the same asset every day at the same time. You can use it to achieve trading success without worrying one bit.
Welcome back, traders, to another episode of BullRush
Fibonacci
Academy, where we teach you
we
the
got
basics.
some more educational videos coming out here. We got challenges explained if you want to look at my beautiful face. We got tons of content planned for here. This will be the last live stream on our old YouTube channel, the channel that you're watching it on right now. After this, we'll be only on this channel. So, make sure you come over here. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell notification so that you don't miss any of our videos. Because, like I said, once we have that trivia competition coming out, you don't want to be going back and watching all the videos trying to catch up while everybody's ahead of you. You want to already have that knowledge. And you know what my boy Ty Lopez always says? The more you learn, the more you earn.
Yeah, that's the free education is a big one. That's a really big one for most traders, especially. We tend to attract a lot of new traders inside of our system. Which is a good thing. It's a good place to come and learn how to trade and test your skills, whether you are just testing your knowledge through the daily trivia or you are testing your strategies in the competitions, or more importantly, you want to just test to see if you can pass a challenge. Going back to what you just said a few moments ago, Davin, you can go test to pass one of our challenges for $5. It's a good opportunity to say, hey, before you go spend an average of $300, can I pass a challenge for $5? And you have a little money on the line, which makes you take it more seriously. And then if you can pass that, then you're like, okay, great, I can go and I don't have to throw my $300 down the drain. I lost $5, whatever. I can't get a cup of coffee today.
Yeah.
So that's really good to understand. So this news event's getting ready to come out.
See, some people got disqualified too already.
Yeah, if you want to pull that up, the news event is it's pending, and it just came out at 12,000, way worse than what it's supposed to come out at. It came out way worse. The forecast was 106. It came out at 12,000. That is big. What is going on with the trivia? It'll update here in a second. The competition is going to update here in a second. That had to have some real ripple effects for anybody that was in one of these positions. So our leaderboards update roughly every 30 to 40 seconds. So that is going to get done here and momentarily. That is
12,
massive.
Wow.
That was obviously. I'm curious what the revision was. Can you pull up the revision while we wait here?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is interesting. Okay, so this group, not a lot of people got disqualified in it, which is interesting. And then this group, you see some people moved up. Yeah, good stuff.
It was revised down by, oh, this is old, never mind. So last month it was 254, right?
Last month was 254. Yeah. Now that got revised down to 223. So had a negative revision. That's always expected where stuff moves back and forth. That is a big driver of the markets. And give me a second. I had to pause my notifications for a brief period of time, and now they are turning back on. So I just need to pause my notifications again here. Sorry, there's too many chat apps these days, and I'm a popular person.
Very popular.
At least that's what my mom says.
He's the cool kid in town. I don't see a revision for today.
No, it revised down. 223. So okay, so this competition is going to finish here shortly. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out here. I am very curious how the winners do and see who actually wins this competition. Again, the 50% of the people will ultimately move to round 2, and then that is when the champions will be crowned. So I apologize. I am gonna have to step out here, Davin. So I'm gonna kick it over to you to reign supreme if you want to take over the
sounds good
the setup, and I will be back here in probably about an hour.
Sounds good. And we will pause this soon here too, and resume when this competition starts. So we'll pause it when the competition ends, and resume when the competition starts. Oh no! How are you gonna get out? It's all bricked up. There's nowhere to get out here.
Pause your stream real quick.
Huh? Don't look. All right, guys. Well, let me pull up my screen here. So we got a lot of interesting stuff going on here in the leaderboard here. See, we've got 2 people already disqualified. Let me reset here. Pull up what we got here. See if we can see who got disqualified. Let's see what they did. If you guys have any questions at all, make sure you ask them in chat here. I'm happy to answer anything you have. Also, if you have that answer to what Trent asked earlier, if you know what his kid's name is, we got some free stuff for you here. Interesting. Okay, so these people haven't traded. Let me go back a little bit further. There you go. Here's the people that got disqualified. Let's see if there's anybody else. Yeah. So we got a few people now that's gotten disqualified. Biggest loss here. Let's look at the biggest loss. I always like looking at the biggest loss because that's how we learn what not to do. You always want to learn what not to do here. All right. So biggest loss is going to be over here. Congratulations to Trader Days. How are you doing, Trader Days? Let's see what you did to lose. Yeah, man. So just putting all your eggs in one basket. It's not what to do. So anybody trading right now live, here is what not to do. But you know what? Trader Days, make sure you answer that daily trivia every day, and you will be able to. You can join another paid competition and try your luck again. This is also a great. While we're here, I also wanted to make sure everybody knows we have a day trader every single day, from starting on Sunday at 5 p.m. and ending on Friday. So today we have a day trader going on. It's going to be ending at 5 p.m. today. If you do have promo credits, and promo credits are this little red thing up here. So if you have a number right here, make sure you enter this $5 Profit Quest competition. It's a great place to enter. We got a $2,000 prize pool right now. And see how many people we have in here. Only 32 people. So your competition for a $2,000 prize pool is only 32 people. So I don't know what you're waiting for. Let me pull up some news. Let's see what we got in the market here going on. So it's very interesting. I'm reading here now that even just like how Bitcoin had reached that $73,600 mark, it dropped over 6.5% in the last 3 days, settling below $69,000 yesterday, with a 5% fall in the last 24 hours. Ethereum also followed, dropping 4.59% down to $2,521.48 as the general market sentiment turned bearish. We don't like bearish markets. This bull rush, we like those bull markets. But, just like how we discussed earlier with the elections and everything going on, we should be seeing a lot of volatility in Bitcoin as well as all the other crypto markets. Solana, big fan of Solana here personally, slipped by 4%, now priced at 168, and Cardano is down 3%, now priced at 34, so we'll round up 35 cents. So that's very interesting. Let's hop back in here in the competition, see what people are doing here in the tournament as things move around. All right, Vic Mutt, we got him at 10.95% on Group 1, and Group 2 we got Shoebomb. Shoebomb we've seen a few times, so let's view his dashboard real quick. I've seen him on a few competitions. I believe he's won a few competitions as well. Current equity balance of $105,000, so he's up $5,000 or 5.84% with a 55% win rate. Look, wow, Shoebomb, you did really great in the beginning here. Don't lose it here at the end. Don't overtrade, but make sure you keep that number 1 position. Keep your returns high and your losses low there. Total volume only traded 19 lots, so that's a very interesting. If you compare that to the loser, the guy who got disqualified. I wanted to call it The Biggest Loser, but that's a different TV show. I don't know if we can take that, but the first person to get disqualified, his average trade per his average lot size per trade was 19 lots. And this guy only traded 19 lots total, and he's currently in first place in the second competition. Let's view his stats, see how many competitions, if he's a veteran. So he hasn't won any competitions yet, so this is a great opportunity, Shoebomb, to join the winner's circle. Welcome to the winner's circle. Yeah. Listen, guys, I'm solo dolo here, trying to be. How you doing, 5-Star Forex? You still with us? I see everybody on Twitter here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Make sure you retweet this on Twitter. Make sure you like, subscribe. Let's check out Vic Mutt. He actually, I know he won because I just made his graphic with Patrick Starr on it. So let's see what he's doing here in this competition. Let's check out his profile next. So he's traded a total of 45 lots, more than twice as much as the first placer in the other group here. And he's had a fairly even win rate, about the same win rate as our other buddy, but twice as much returns, so much higher. But he's got a lot of current balance is 99,000, so he's got a lot of open. He's got a lot of open trades currently. Let's see what's going on here. Nice. He's won 4 prizes, so let's check out his certificates. Beautiful. He's gotten 2 day traders in the October Trader Trials. He won first place. I believe that one was a $300 prize. So congratulations on that $300. Make sure you buy some challenges with that and multiply your bankroll. Turn that 300 into whatever you can, depending on what kind of challenge you join. But there's a lot of opportunity there. Man, those look beautiful. And make sure, look, if you guys are watching this, scan this QR code real quick. You'll be able to verify that these are all real certificates. Haven't seen many other people doing that yet. So he's answered 12 correctly. So if he answers 8 more, he can get a free entrance into a tournament as well. So that's really great. See any other news? Yeah, that's crazy low though on non-farm employment change. I really thought it was going to be a lot higher than this. Especially right before the elections. Honestly, I didn't think it would drop down this much, but 12K from last month's what did we say last month was 223 is very, very shocking. It's a very shocking trend there. Yeah, and make sure you stay tuned for later on today. We have PMI news as well coming out, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Right here, yeah. Okay. Nice. Well, everybody's doing really great. See if we have any other movement here. I like this a lot though because we don't have our typical first placers here. We don't have the typical people. John McSee, I know you've been winning a few here. I'm looking through here. I see a few familiar names, but at the top, yep, Chris Nyer. Yep, you're usually Master Trade. Hey, shout out to you. I know you're very popular in our Discord. You've been given a lot of great analytics. That's something I want to say is if you're not yet following us on Discord, make sure you hop into our Discord. It's in the link in the bio, and I'll make sure I drop the link in the chat here on Discord and on Twitter. On YouTube and on Twitter. Make sure you hop in our Discord. We have some amazing people like Master Tress Ford Best 1986. He's in there. He's constantly giving us some technical analysis on different assets and markets and stuff like that. And we have a ton of people in there that just bounce ideas off each other. People always sharing wins, sharing losses as well. And of course, we have a few different we'll call them charting bots in there that'll get you some nice charts and some nice information about whatever assets you need. And of course, we have news streams. So we have a few different news streams. We have our Forex news stream, we have a crypto news stream, we have a world news stream, and we have a BullRush news stream where you're going to get constant info, a constant stream of the world of the latest Forex and crypto news to make sure you're always up to date. And then also make sure you check out BullRushAcademy.com. That's where we're going to have all of our free education. Free. I know you guys hear people all day on social media, on Instagram, YouTube, and all that. They're always in there saying, buy my course for only $299. All you got to do is sign your life away and you get a course and to learn something that you could probably learn on YouTube. Sorry, you didn't hear it from me. But we're not doing that. We're not making you pay $299 a month for a little course in Discord community. Guess what? You're going to get it for free. Free. That's free. That's $0. That's I don't know many languages, but that's zero. That's free. So make sure you hop in there. You're going to get the free education in BullRush Academy, and you're going to get some free mentorship. Not really mentorship, but you can bounce ideas off your peers. I mean, I've learned a lot, from everybody in our Discord. So make sure you hop in there. So we got just about 13 minutes left here in this competition. Shoe Bomb still in first place here on the second group. Oh, we got a new person here, second place. Listen, guys, don't hold it against me with your names when I pronounce your guys' names, okay? I'm doing my best. I'm trying my best. Sarubadas. Good job here in second place. Trading gold. Everybody loves gold here. 19 lots, 57% win rate, 5% returns. Nice. You've won 2 prizes too. Let's see what you've won. Day traders. Look, this is what I'm saying, guys. If you haven't won a prize and you're nervous about, winning a prize or anything like that, the only risk here for the day traders is your time. It's your time. They're free to enter. If you're on here, you already have a BullRush account, so you don't have to even sign up for BullRush. All you got to do is hit that little register button, join the day trader, and now you have a chance to win some money. You could win $25, up to $25 in that competition. There's a lot of opportunity, and with that $25, you could buy 5 entrances into one of our paid competitions, which there we have $2,000 to $3,000 prize pools. In the future, we'll have more. So yeah, make sure you do those day traders. I can't stress it enough. Let's go back. And the Bitcoin competition, I'm a big Bitcoin fan. Team HODL. I really got diamond hands here, you know what I mean? So I'm holding on for dear life here. Matisse, what does 12K mean for non-farm? So 12K for non-farm means essentially non-farm employment rate change, right? So what that means is that is the total number of new jobs in America subtracting farming. So all farming jobs, agricultural jobs. I believe it also takes out government jobs like military, police officers. But yeah, it's pretty much the total number of new jobs. So last month it was around 200,000, over 200,000. Now it's only 12,000 new jobs. So a lot less new jobs is what that means. Not good, or nicht gut in German. Not good. Let's see what we got here on Twitter. Yeah, someone asked on Twitter, what is the exchange rate? I mentioned it earlier on when we were talking about the promo credits and what you get with the trivia, but essentially promo credits and regular credits, they're pretty much the same thing. You can't withdraw promo credits, and to answer your question, regular credits withdraw at a rate of 100 credits to $1. So, for example, these 50,000 credit prize pool is a 500 credit prize pool, but of course it's a lot more because it's a mixed credit prize pool. So if we go in here and we view the prizes, we can see that the first place will receive 30,000 credits. Second place will receive 15,000 credits, and third place will receive 5,000 credits. So $300, $150, $50, and then of course 500 promo credits for top 25 people. So lots of great prizes there coming out. And then, of course, we have today's Trade the News, which the prizes are 10,000 credits for first place. So that's very nice. Oh, and I forgot to even mention, I'm sorry, while we're wrapping up in the final minutes here, 10,000 credits for first place, but for first through 10th place, you're gonna get free entry into that 3K Thanksgiving trade-off. So that's, the potential right there is huge. We're gonna give 9 people free entry into that 3K trade-off, and then one person is gonna get 10,000 credits. If you don't remember the Thanksgiving trade-off here, I believe it's right here. Boom. And the prizes are 150 credits for first place, 50K credits for second place, 30K credits for third place, and then so on and so off. So 10K credits for everybody first through 10th place, and then of course we have some promo credits for everybody else. Very nice, very nice. Got a few more minutes here. You're welcome, Matty. How's your day going, Matisse? Someone's talking to me here. We got all these people on Twitter. Yeah, I don't have my second computer here. Usually, let me turn on the main camera. Usually I got another computer here. I don't have that right now. So I'm trying to look at the chats on my phones here. We're working on it. Damn, a little slow-mo on this other camera. Let's turn this back on. While we're here, let me just show you our beautiful. While we're waiting for that competition to end. Boom. Isn't that beautiful? This is a great place to learn. I've been going on here every time I don't know something. First place I look is here, and we can go over here to our blog. We got a lot of interesting things, risk management tools and techniques for trading. What is candlestick pattern in trading? Explored gamified trading competitions and challenges. Lots of really great articles here that we post pretty much daily. We're posting almost daily on here. We just started about a week ago posting daily on here, but we're going to be posting almost near daily on here, just different strategies, different things that you can different strategies and different techniques you can do to improve your trading skills. You can go into cryptocurrency specific articles. You can go we lost it. We lost him. I'm still here. Cryptocurrencies featured, Forex analytics, Forex giveaways, Forex news, our podcast, Forex tips, lots of great things you can go in here and learn. I knew what candlesticks were, but I never even realized all of the different patterns inside of that there were within candlesticks. I knew some of them, of course, but I did not realize and know about all of them. So that's something really great that I learned. Yeah, how's everybody out there doing? Yep, okay. Let's check out some other people here in this leaderboard and see anything changes. Last 5 minutes. Get those trades in, guys. 5 minutes and then it's done until round 2. We got 250 contestants in here, only 50% advance. So out of the 500 people here, only 250 people will advance to the next round. And then, of course, out of all of those people, only the top 10 are going to win prizes. So make sure you get those in right now. We got a few people placing trades here. We see some good volatility. Shoe Bomb's holding steady in first place on Group 2, and we got Vic Moot holding steady in Group 1. Great job, guys. Trent's computer is going off. He's got messages going on. If only I got messages like that. Oh my lord, my wife's texted me. She said I gotta go get groceries after work. Unbelievable. Man, any news? Hey, if you guys Yes, Mr. or Mrs. Payback Potato. We do have challenges out. They are amazing. I love the challenges. I'm hyped for the challenges, and we've had a ton of people looking at the challenges. Before we hop back into this, we got a few more minutes in 3 more minutes in here. So let me look at it. Let's just peep at some challenges here. Let's just peep at some challenges here. We got the $25 three. We got 3-to-1 challenges, 2-to-1 challenges. Essentially, double your money, triple your money, but it comes out to a little bit more. So, for example, you start off with $25. If you win $92.50. And then with the 2-to-1, you start off with $50 and you actually win $140. Can't beat it. $10, you win $37. The only difference between 3-to-1 and 2-to-1, if you don't know, 2-to-1, you have a 5% drawdown and a 10% profit target, and the 3-to-1, you have a 15% profit target, again with 5% drawdown. And all of these you have up to 720 hours to do, but you don't need to use the full 720 hours. If you want, you can just use, I think we've had people, I'd have to ask Trent what the fastest was, but I've definitely seen people do it in under a hour. And I don't know if that message came in a little late, but I just explained it exactly. Pretty much 2-to-1 is a 2-to-1 profit target, so you have to get 10% profit. And then 3-to-1 is a 3-to-1 profit target, so you have to get 15% profit on that. Boom shakalaka. You know what I mean? Easy does it. Yeah, and it's pretty simple. It's pretty much simple like that. Make sure you hit this profit target without hitting the 5% drawdown, and you win. And then you can also go over here to our double ups, which you pay a little bit more. But for example, let's go to the small one because I'm not good at math. So for example, the 750 one, right? So you're gonna win. You pay, instead of paying the regular $5, right, to win the $14, you're gonna pay $7.50, and then now you'll win $14 if you win. And then after that, you have the opportunity to double your money. So with the same $7.50 entrance fee, you can go ahead and elect to double up your money. And now, instead of just winning $14, if you pass the challenge once more, you're gonna get $28. Essentially. Yes, correct. $28. So this is a great one, and that one you can start off with $150, where if you pass it the first time, you're gonna win $370, and then after that, you'll double that $370 as well. How we doing? Remember, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you go ahead and follow our new YouTube channel, BullRush Comp, right here. BullRush Comp. Just type this into YouTube, BullRushComp, and you'll be able to follow our new YouTube channel. This is where we're going to be putting out all of our future videos and all of that great stuff. We got just a couple more minutes here. Let's check out the competition. Let's see who moved on to the next. Well, it looks like let me just reset maybe. Well, the top 250 are going to move over, so top 125 are going to move over. So we'll just look at the top 3 here. Vic Moat, Ibra 002, and you guys are going to have fun with this one. Zhao Taibi. I mean, he was just going ham on the keyboard on that one. I'm sorry, bro. I'm not even gonna try that one. But we got Shoe Bomb here in first place, Sarabah Das, and Bilo 0 and top in third place. 4.85%, 5%, and 5.84%. Really great guys. Like I said, top 125 from each of these groups is going to move over here to round 2, where the top 250 people are going to trade and compete for that prize. And I'm excited to see who wins. Now, remember, like we said earlier, me and Trent will be back here momentarily in about an hour to can keep this going and do round two of this competition. So we're just gonna go to a quick intermission, and we'll be right back, folks. What's up, guys? We're back.
Sort of.
Trent's coming in here right now. Came just in time. We got about 12 seconds until this PMI comes out.
No, it comes out at 10.
Oh, I'm looking at manufacturing PMI. 945 US.
Hey, guys. Sorry about that. Had to deal with business-related items. Unfortunately, I was not able to miss those. All right, so what did I miss, Davin? Fill me in. I have not looked at the stats. Who passed round one? Who's moving on to the championship round?
So we had a ton of people pass over. I got my screen pulled up here. Well, 250 people. I guess not a ton. Of course, we have... let me... Just lost it. One sec.
Man, it looks like...
So we had 115 people move on to the final round here, which is going to start in about 15 minutes here.
You know, it's interesting.
Manufacturing PMI is at 48.
Let's go look at the disqualification. So the gentleman that was scalping, I think got
I did
DQ'd.
loser of the week there already on the first person that got disqualified.
Oh,
with
yeah?
with the biggest loss already. Or sorry, first loss. I mean, so we already did the Hall of Shame. But we can look at some of the disqualifications.
I'm going to look at the one guy because the one guy was leading. He ended up down 5.79%.
Yeah, if you want to share your screen.
Yeah, I can jump back in and share that. But the going on here, the Fetting Pro is the gentleman that had done that. That's man, he was so promising. It's gonna lead and winning going into the news event, but the scalping did not work out for him. That bold strategy, Cotton, did not pay off.
Yep. Well, that's what I was noticing while you were gone there. We kind of went over that. The biggest loser every single one of his trades was 19 lots, right? And the person, let me go back here. I believe the first placer. I got your screen up, but I believe it was.
Yeah, I can go back.
Vic Moot. Yeah, Vic Moot was his total lots traded, at least as of 20 minutes before the last competition ended, was 19 lots. So that kind of just shows, you know, like the first person. It's probably a lot more now.
Yeah, so 45 lots.
But as of 20 minutes before it ended, it was 19 lots, which just, you know, shows that, you know, less is more.
Yeah, you can see here he wasn't really doing a ton of trading before the news event. He had placed on some of these trades and then got out of them and then flipped. He actually looked like he was going to buy USD JPY going into it. He held those up until about 15 minutes before the news event, got out, and flipped over to the short positions, which is ultimately what he held into the event, and ultimately how he made all of his money was by selling into that event. So that's one of the big things with round one was the fact that we allowed you to get in positions before the news event. Coming up with round two, you don't get to, for all those 250 that pass through, they don't get to place any trades before the news event. They have to react as the news event's coming out. And so that's really unique in this situation. It's the first time we're doing this. So here in 11 minutes, the news event will drop. People will gain access to their accounts, and they can start trading the volatility after that event. So should be really exciting here coming up. I'm excited to see what goes on. It looks like Group A1 was at least in the top end, was a better set of traders with, 10.3, 8.0, 5.3. You know what we should do sometime? We should do this. I want to do this with like countries where you do it like cross country style, where it's like the lowest score. Like you have cross country scoring where it's like, okay, you get first place, you get a stick of 1, you get second, you get 2, you get third, you get 3, and then it's the lowest score wins. You do teams of like 5.
Okay.
I think that'd be really fun doing team events.
Cool.
So for all those people that are in our live chat right now, let us know your thoughts on if you'd want to see team competitions. We've contemplated with countries, but I think limiting it to like teams of 5, which maybe we do that.
I like that. The team, we talked about that in the past. I like the team aspect of it. Whether doing, country teams or, we allow just, a smaller competition where it's just, like a 2v2 or 4v4 or something like that. I think that would be really really cool. While you were gone too, you missed me butchering everybody's name. There was one guy that had it was just I said on there, it looked like he just typed in a bunch of letters. I think that's literally what he did. But Payback Potato said that Dov reading names equals Dory speaking Walish.
For all you people that watch cartoons.
Yeah. What do you? Nemo is far beyond a cartoon. It's a cultural icon. Okay. I remember when I was in elementary school, I had Nemo bed sheets. Fun fact.
Nice. Good stuff in here in this competition. Did I miss anything else?
No, just a lot of really great movement in the markets.
So yeah, I mean, looking at this, it looks like Group A2 was much more active traders and participants, and it was more consistent. You don't see quite as many DQs. You don't see quite as much volatility in terms of their overall P&L as you do here on Group A1. So that's really interesting to see how that all panned out.
Yeah, no, but it got really exciting there near the end, if you're watching there. And what I really liked was the people that were at the top of the leaderboard of round 1 and 2. A lot of them haven't won many competitions, so we're seeing a lot of new people here rising to the top, which is really great. That's what BullRush I think is all about. Is learning, improving your skills, and looking at these people. We're going through their accounts. We can see that they've done quite a bit of competitions. They've done trivia. Daily trivia and all that, and then now seeing it pay off with them, rising to the top of these competitions. Saruba Das was one of them.
I want to see this guy win. I must win.
I must win. You gotta win, man.
I like that. That's a very clever username.
Yeah.
So only winning trades. Wow. You must win is coming in strong with a set of only winning trades. Good for him.
Yes.
So let's see what he
did. And I love these tight percentages, how close everybody is from each other. I mean, first place on A2 is 5.84%. Second place is 5.07%. Third place is 4.85%. It's a really, really close race here. Group A, a little bit more spread out. Vic Moont has 10%, with second place 8%, and third place 5%. But still very, very close. These are all things that one trade can propel you to the top or get you DQ'd, which is the great thing about these Trade the News competitions.
Did you pull up any of these charts as you were going through this? Man, there's some big movements. U.S. stocks. Normally, again, we always talk about this knee-jerk reaction in the stocks and things, and the indices and all of the products after a news event. We didn't see that here. That is something that is rare for a news event, historically speaking, over the last 20 years, where, maybe it did. Sorry. So USD JPY is retracing that. So big move down, now retracing. For those that paid attention to the Fibonacci retracement video that we did last week, we're at about 50% retracement of the move. So we would be looking, and maybe here, I pull that up here, where we would be looking for this to start heading back down, and if it doesn't, we'll be looking for it to do that full retracement. So if I come and pull up that USD JPY and we do it on let's do a 5-minute chart. Again, tools are really easy inside of our platform to grab. You just come over here, grab your Fibonacci. Here you do the big move from the top of that move. So it's important to grab that top of the move, and then you go all the way to the bottom of the move and extend that out. And so, wow, we're already through 61. So we would be looking for a full retracement of this move now. So I would anticipate that it's in the middle, that we're going to go and do that 0.786, if not a whole 100% retracement. And that's sort of the idea, piggybacking off that Fibonacci retracement video. Once it starts breaking through those levels, you should expect a continuation. And you can really see that here, when it made the big move, it's crazy how it stops on these moves. Davin, I don't know if you ever watched this. So like 0.23, you can see it hit, it paused and came back down, sort of hung out. Then it went to 0.38, hit, paused, bounced around between those, then forced its way through, paused at just 0.5 tried to break through, couldn't, went back down to 0.38 before going through. And so they're natural support and resistance lines for Fibonacci retracements, which is why I think so many traders ultimately use them.
They're controlling the markets.
You're on a demo account, bro.
Who am I? They're controlling the markets. We do have a question here because we got 5 minutes left until this news comes out. And I've heard this before, and I think you could probably answer this a little bit better than me. I think this has to do with the assets that they're trading. But someone said that the daily competitions are they seem a bit unfair. Because in the daily competitions, you find that the leader is able to open many positions at a time, while some of us are only limited to one position. And I believe that has something to do with our dynamic leveraging, right, which we do to prevent people from just gambling on our platform.
Exactly. So it has to do with two things. It's the leverage on a per product basis, and it's also the margin inside of your account. And so what we see is, as we all know, each market does not have the same volatility. And I'll go here back and pull up some charts to really explain this here. We can see this, where the movement of like USD JPY was significantly more than the S&P 500 on, here, let me go to 5 minutes. Significantly greater move, dollar for dollar. So a move from 152.866 to 151.79, dollar for dollar is more than a move on the S&P from 5.731 up to 5.750. And so what we do is we normalize the leverage across the board. And so we start with the average true range of any product, so the average daily range that a product moves in, as well as the VAR, the value at risk associated with it. So if you if you got in at the best time of the day and got out at the best time of the day with maximum position size, how much money would you make on a per symbol basis? And once we have that, we go and we normalize exactly how that would be across. So no matter which product that you're trading, you ultimately have equal opportunity for success. And so what we call this is dynamic leverage. And you can go to faq.bullrush.com and come down here, and you can see what all of the stuff that went into this to really come out of it. And so we use EURUSD as the baseline, and we said, hey, we want EURUSD to be 25-to-1 leverage. And on average, if I was to place my trade at the best time in the day and get out of the best time with a max position size, how much money would I make? And how much money would I make is $30,436. We then backed into that for every other position, or every other product. We're like, okay, well, if I want to make maximum position size and maximum money on, let's say, AUD JPY, if I want to try to make $30,436 in a given day, what's my max size I can put on at the best entry versus the best exit? It's 8-to-1 leverage. That's why that's lower. And so answering the question directly, it depends on which asset or which product that you're trading. Ones that have more volatility, you won't be able to put on as big a position size. Ones that have less volatility, you'll be able to put on larger position sizes. And so we, again, based off EURUSD, and then you can see what the leverages are in here. Proposed leverages is ultimately what we ran with, 25-to-1. Some actually get higher than that. If you go down here to the USD Singapore dollar, you're at 30-to-1 leverage for that product. You're at 30-to-1 on NZD JPY currently. You're at 35 on USD CAD. But if you start going to the really, really volatile products like Bitcoin and Ethereum and Litecoin, all those cryptos, you only get 2-to-1. And so you can't put on as large of a position size there. That's the first thing. And that's the most important one. That's the biggest one that people see. Like if I come pull up this day trader stuff, you can come here and look. And the second one is as you make money, you open yourself up to having greater margins so you can put on larger trade sizes. So that's why you see the people winning the competitions are putting on larger trade sizes versus the ones that are negative in their account because they have more margin. But something that's really good with our competitions, and unlike a lot of other free ones that you see, nobody has 2,000% returns in a day. It doesn't happen. I watched, or you posted it in the Discord the other day. There was a competition that was open for 9 days, and the guy had 200,000% return.
Really?
Try to contemplate that. On a $10,000 account, he made like $21 million in 9 days.
Makes sense, right? People are definitely doing that in real
And
life.
the reason why he was able to do that was because they didn't use dynamic leverage like we do. They don't cap leverage. They were allowing gold, specifically gold and Bitcoin, to be 100-to-1 leverage. It's like people just go and load up on that trade size. So hopefully that answers your question. With us, you can see here, there's a wide variety of winners in the asset classes they're trading. Pound USD, AUD USD, the CAC, the AUD USD with gold there. This guy hasn't exited a trade yet, which is why you don't see it. He's just holding his positions. USD JPY. Going through here, you have a very diversified portfolio. Out of the top 10, there's 7 products being traded. That's unheard of. If you go to any other free competition, they all just trade gold. And why do they trade gold? Because brokers and prop firms misquote the leverage for gold, and it's historically more on a value at risk in ATR than any other product. And so most of those prop firms and brokers set it exactly how FX does. So like typically you'd see Euro USD is 25-to-1, so is gold. But if you look at this, that should not be the case. Gold for us is a 9-to-1 leverage, or 10-to-1 leverage.
Wow.
And so it's about a third of what Euro USD is, and that's how it should be because it's a more volatile product.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Sorry for the little rant, but
no, it's good.
Hopefully that answers your question.
It's good.
It is by far and away the most fair environment to do this if you trade other products.
Yeah.
But for those
everybody that's done, other trading competitions, I've seen that this is we have the most fair trading competitions, I'll say, on the planet. I feel confident.
You know what we're doing, though, to help with this as well, is we are doing a Bitcoin-only tournament. The only product you'll be able to trade is Bitcoin. And so then you won't have that same issue that this particular user was suggesting, because the only product he gets traded is Bitcoin. And we plan on doing other ones like this as well, where it'll only be NASDAQ, it'll only be EURUSD, and so we'll find the best trader of that specific asset or that specific product.
All right, you ready for the news? I got it. I'm gonna pull it up in 3, 2, 1. PMI is at 46.5.
46.5. Let's see how that's markets are moving.
Forecasted was 47.6, so we're a little below forecast. We're seeing some economic shrinkage.
Yeah, so we're seeing some movement, and USD JPY is increasing. You see indices going down. Let's see where gold is at currently.
Man, that's a beautiful platform you're looking at too. Where are you pulling these charts up?
Gold not really moving a little bit. So this is the platform that we use inside of the system. Once you register for a competition, just go to your home screen. Right at the top, you'll be able to find credentials for it. I do want to jump into round 2 and see who's winning this competition. Yeah. Everybody's off to the races. So Nazim, Jacoby. Nice. Congrats on that. Let's go see what product he's trading. He has not got out of his trade yet. So that was really interesting, though. I'm curious what the feedback is for all those participating thus far. Did you like not being able to place trades before the competition or before the news event? Like this, we saw the news event, then they could start trading.
Yeah.
Wow, USD JPY really ripping. So hopefully for all you traders, you're long right now. That's, man, which you should have been. It was on an uptrend, and it's continuing that uptrend now. And so for all you mean reversion faders out there, you are getting decimated if you're trying that strategy.
Yeah. That's crazy, though. I didn't think it was gonna be mooning like that.
Yeah, so going back to our charts here, I believe we had USD JPY open up early. Speaking of that, let's go and do that Fibonacci. So before this came out, we had our chart up, and so here you go. If you were paying attention, we're seeing that continuation back to 100% return. We thought that because it broke through the 61.8%, and so it's on its way back up now. And so again, the Fibonacci is holding true. Make sure to go check out that video if you haven't already. It's on our BullRush Comp YouTube channel. It's a really helpful tutorial video, especially if you want to learn about this useful trading strategy and add it to your arsenal when you're trading. Man, just ripping here.
Yeah, wow. If anybody has any questions in live too, make sure you ask them there. We have I am looking at the live chat here on Twitter as well. Shout out to everybody on Twitter. Make sure you retweet us too.
Got a couple DQs already in round 2.
Already the DQ's coming. Remember, the top 10 people here are also gonna get a entrance into that 3K Thanksgiving tournament.
And if you're already registered for that, you will get 500 promo credits. Just FYI. Yep. Our leader on the top of the leaderboard has been DQ'd, and he was the first one to get DQ'd. Oh, come on.
Where's our boy Trade? What's his name? Trade Trust for. Okay, 25th place. All right. Hey, I saw you. You were talking in the Discord earlier, saying you're
Where's
trading
I must
in
win?
Here. Yeah. Oh yeah. Where's I must win?
My keyboard is not working. Sorry. He has not placed a trade yet. I must win. You better get in there, man, if you want a prize. If you don't place a trade, you don't win a prize.
He's still stuck in the intermission.
If you get disqualified, you don't win a prize. So make sure you don't get DQ'd.
Yep, do not get DQ'd. You want to end up there on that top 10 at least.
Vic Mutt, who won his group in round 1, is sitting in 12th place, just outside of the top 10. He's 0.2% outside of that top 10, so hopefully he can get it in gear and really get at it.
Yeah, I don't see many people that were at the top of the original.
That's the beauty of the tournament style, though, is you can't get lucky in a tournament. You got to do it multiple times.
Yeah.
So you might get lucky in 1 round, but to get lucky in 2 rounds is not realistic. And so for BullRush tournaments specifically, it truly does go and find the best competitor in the space.
Yeah, Vic Moont was in first place in the first round with 10% returns. Now he's in 13th place with 0.68%. Schaubum. I'm looking for our other first placer. Shubham.
Come on, we used to have somebody that worked with us. That was his name.
Oh yeah,
It's a very popular Indian name.
Of course, I was testing you. Come on, Trent. I was testing you. You know I'm the king of these names, okay?
Not throwing shade.
It's getting dark over here. The amount of shade. Wow. Well, are you surprised by these PMI results here?
I'm not surprised by the figures necessarily. I am surprised by there wasn't as much movement. So we knew the headliner event today, even though PMI is a red fuller event, we knew the headliner was non-farm.
Yeah.
But I am surprised to see it not move a little bit more than what it has. Especially being negative and to the downside, I would have thought there'd be much more movement on that for that headline figure. But overall, the big news event today was that non-farm. It was the exciting event. It is what was going to cause the most market movement. But again, we are seeing a lot of movement in USD JPY right now. It's really ripping around. It's going to retrace this entire move. It's basically done it at this point. It was just shy off that. So for all those people that watch the video, again, we talk about ranges. Markets aren't perfect. You're not perfect. I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect.
Speak for yourself.
Dobbin's perfect.
I'm joking.
But when we talk about price levels and things like that, especially in our education content, just think about in ranges. It's not going to be tick for tick or pip for pip. It's going to be roughly in that range when we talk about 100% retracements and things of that nature. So just keep that in mind. It'll really help save you quite a bit in your trading by not setting things exactly in an area. A lot of people will go and try to find the perfect entry price, and while they're doing that, they miss the opportunity. Versus if they would have just moved that entry or that stop order up by even 1 tick or 1 pip, then they would have gotten that trade and had that movement. It's a good, what really grinds my gears video. We have a new segment coming out here in a couple days. But the difference between tick and pip. Do you know tick and pip? Tell me what you think is the difference and why it's that way.
Oh, and why? A tick.
Who would say one versus the other? And why do you think I always say tick?
A pip is somebody that's trying to sell you something. It's trying to sell you their pips, no?
No. So pip is a Forex related term.
Oh, okay.
tick is a futures related term. So anybody trading futures out there will say tick. Anybody trading FX specifically will say pip.
Gotcha.
It's the smallest price increment that the market moves.
The tick?
Or pip. It's the same.
Okay.
It means the same thing.
So like they're like.
It's just where you traded and how you were brought up. I again, for those that don't know, traded for a very large institution in Chicago as a prop trader when prop trading was not retail. It was really institutional trading.
Back in the day.
Back in my day. But no, they hire you and they actually give you a salary to go trade, and then you get a percentage of the P&L, and you stay on a salary for 2 years. And then after 2 years, you go off salary, and the idea is that you make enough money from your trading and the P&L percentages that you no longer need the salary. But it's very different these days with the retail prop industry craze that's sort of come up, where it is more just how many assessments can you pass.
Yeah. Very interesting. Lots of movement in the market today, as expected.
Yeah, I mean, 2 red folder events the same day is a lot. Wow, a lot of movement on the leaderboard too. Like we're seeing somebody just got DQ'd. Let's go find that. A gentleman from Kenya was winning, or maybe he didn't get DQ'd yet. Jeff. So Jeff, 1997, was winning the competition. He's all the way back down to 13th place right now. So he really needs to pick it up. Master Tester Ford Best. Love your stuff in the Discord. Always paying attention to it. Love your analysis. It's good to see you here in 16th. Make sure you finish in that top 10 though. There's no prizes outside of the top 10. If you're not first, you're last. What movie?
If you're not first, you're last. Talladega Nights. I know you're not. I know you're not big into the crypto space, but are you familiar at all with the XRP lawsuit that's been happening?
I'm familiar with the lawsuit that's been happening. I don't know the current status. I thought they won against the SEC.
Yeah, so they won it, but the SEC has filed an appeal, and the Second Circuit Court of Appeals has entered an order for the SEC. SEC's brief must be filled before January 15th, 2025. It's real hot button topic right now in crypto. A lot of people think that they're just going to drop it. A lot of people think that it's going to go through. If you're not familiar with where the lawsuit started from, back in, I believe, 2020, Ripple raised $1.3 billion by selling XRP as an unregistered security, obviously violating federal security laws. The debate comes is it a security? I know the SEC chair recently said also, Chairman Gensler labeled all cryptocurrencies. He said that all cryptocurrencies are a store of value, not a currency, right? I know I saw something recently that said that Trump was going to, if he becomes elected, he said he was going to remove all taxes, all capital gains taxes from specifically Bitcoin, he says, but I'm going to assume he means most cryptocurrencies. Essentially because they want to look at it as just like a currency, as just like a store of value versus just a security or anything like that. So, for example, if I have Bitcoin in an account and I want to go buy a cup of coffee, I shouldn't get taxed on me selling the Bitcoin to be able to turn it into USD to buy the cup of coffee, for example, right? If you have dollars in your bank account, you don't get taxed for, taking it out of your bank account to purchase a cup of coffee. You get charged sales tax, correct? So I know that's kind of how they're looking at it now, is more of a store of value. So that way, if you sell it, it's not a capital. You can't get charged capital gains tax.
Interesting. That would have massive ramifications on people's financial pocket. Change subjects a little bit. Master Testford, thank you for listening to me. You are now in 10th place.
Let's go.
As of right now.
You see, watching this live does help. I saw him in the Discord. I don't know if he was already in the stream, but I told him hop in the stream.
Now he's up to 4th. Wow.
Wow.
Nice. Keep it up.
Let's go.
I feel like I'm going to take credit for this win if he wins now. I
guys
was the motivating factor.
You'll put your Zell into the chat.
What's really interesting is all the different countries. Before this just switched here, out of the top 10, there was 9 countries represented. So we have a massive amount of people and demographics inside of our company and inside of BullRush now. So it's really great to see that. I think the next competition the big one that we're going to run is I think we really do it for a few countries around the world, or we group countries, and then we take the best 5 traders from those, and we put them into a tournament to find out who the best country of traders are. So have an initial round to find out who the best traders are from each country. Take the 5 best traders from each country, put them in a competition to find the best country, and we will do it cross-country style, where it's lowest score wins. That will be probably the next major competition that we do. So look forward to that. That'll be really interesting. I can't wait to see a bunch of trash talking between the countries.
I like that.
Egypt versus Algeria. India versus Pakistan. Philippines versus South Africa.
Yep.
It'll be
good fun. Since you always want to put me on the spot and ask me questions,
nice. I'm gonna get smoked here.
What flag is Master Tress Ford Best? What flag is that?
Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah, you knew because of the TT. Don't lie.
I would not have got that for the flags. But we have a pretty diverse office here with country flags, and a lot of the
we like to quiz each other on the flags.
Team. Yeah, it is challenging. There are some
191 different flags in the country. You know what the most interesting flag is? I think, I believe it's
the American flag.
America. Nepal. I think that's one of my favorite flags. Do you know what the Nepal flag looks like?
I have seen the Nepal. I had never seen it before we started the competitions.
Flag. It's the only one that's not. I believe it's the only flag that naturally is not a rectangle. I know, like in this picture, it's a rectangle, but traditionally it flies just like 2 triangles.
It's more like medieval times when they're battling across the field.
I kind of like that. I think we need to do more of that. I mean, it's kind of boring how everybody's flags are just rectangles. I like that though. But yeah, hashtag free crypto. Going back to crypto. Let's see what else is going on here. I just wanted to say, too, while we're at it, I just thought about this. Don't forget to click that button here on the left-hand corner and become an affiliate of ours, because right now, if you are one of the top affiliates, I'm giving out free challenges to the top affiliates every week. So if you're one of the top affiliates, you're going to be receiving an email from me. If you are a top affiliate right now, you already know this because on Monday you got your free challenge accounts, and I'm sure I've seen some of the people pass and cash out those challenge accounts. So make sure you join the affiliate program. That's going to be one of the best ways to earn. We have very high commissions. I think we have one of the most competitive commissions in the industry, and of course, the way our platform set up, you have the most opportunity to earn between the challenges and the paid competitions and all of that. And of course, you get to offer a deposit bonus to all of your community members as well. So make sure you go over here, make sure you click the affiliate portal right here on the side, make sure you register and join that program. That's a great place to spread the word of BullRush. And of course, if you love BullRush, your friends are going to love BullRush, and the more people we get on there, the higher prizes we'll be able to offer. And of course, like we've mentioned before, those paid competitions right now are a dynamic prize pool. So once they reach a certain level, those prize pools will go up. Right now it's $2,000 is the base, I believe, for most of our paid competitions. But like I said, more people join, the higher they're going to go. Sort of like a poker tournament or poker competition, where the prize pool rises once it reaches the minimum threshold. So make sure you get your friends to join, and make a little extra moolah, a little extra cheddar on the side. As our friend Calabrito would say, a little cigarette money, a little beer money.
Can you switch over? I just want to go back over the payrolls, because it was a massive. I know we shouted it out and we knew it was a massive figure, but it really was. October payrolls, huge miss as private jobs go negative for first time since 2020.
Wow.
That goes, back to COVID days, you're talking. So just reading this article here, In our non-farm payrolls preview last night, we said the October payrolls report may show the first negative print since 2020. Well, moments ago, the BLS reported the highly anticipated number, and it was close. The monthly print was only 12,000, a huge drop from the pre-revision 254K in October, revised naturally lower to 223, and just 13K away from a negative print. Massive. We'll see if it gets revised next month even lower. Sometimes I feel no conspiracy theories out there, but I feel like when it's that close, just from the optics perspective, they keep it above negative because that would be way worse. But we'll see if it gets revised lower. But the print was so low, it was only above the two lowest estimates of Bloomberg Econ, which had it a negative, and ABN AMRO for 0 print. That means it was a 3 sigma miss to estimates. Just massive numbers here. Keep going. And of course, as has been the case for the entire Biden administration, previous months were revised sharply lower. Once again, August was revised down by 81,000 from plus 159 to 78, and September was revised down by 31 from 254 to 223. With these revisions, employment in August and September combined is 112,000 lower than previously reported. This means that even after the monster September revision, when 818,000 jobs were removed, 7 of the past 9 months were again revised lower. It's crazy.
Wow.
This may be the biggest election ever.
I feel like they say that every year, but it does feel like that
for the markets, for sure. They are, regardless of which candidate you are voting for or want to win, they have such different opinions on where and how to change the economy, and their positions are so different. And so if Donald Trump gets in, the market's going to do one thing. If Kamala Harris gets in, the market's going to do something completely different. And so it's really important to be paying attention here as we head into the election, if you're an investor, if you're a trader, because the volatility is going to be there. And for those traders out there, make sure you come join our competition. We have, if you haven't seen it, we have the presidential election competition that will be coming up. Have we not published that? Maybe we haven't opened that up to the public yet.
Nope, it's just in our Discord. So if you join our Discord, you will see that come out today. Your link to join that will be coming out today. So our Discord is always the first people to be able to join, especially these competitions where we have max amounts of people to join. Of course, we're going to allow our most loyal followers and our most active traders to join that first. So if you never want to miss one of these competitions, especially these ones that have maxes on the amount of people that can join, make sure you hop into the Discord.
And how can they hop into the Discord?
Well, there's tons of ways. Go to any of our social medias, click the link in the bio, go to the description of this video. I'll post it in the chat as well. There's all those different ways. If you DM me if you want, and I'll send you the link. There's a lot of ways. Interesting article that came up here. I know a little late. That was from earlier news, but going back to the jobs report, or the payroll. Sorry, it is at 12,000 this month. I'm looking at investing.com. They're saying that that it could be due to the hurricanes and the strikes. So if we go over here, it was expected at 106,000, and it's likely that payroll employment estimates in the industries were affected by the hurricanes. However, it is not possible to quantify the net effect on the over the month change in national employment hours or earning estimates, because the establishment survey is not designed to isolate effects from extreme weather events. Elsewhere, employment in manufacturing sectors in particularly declined by 46,000, with 44,000 of that decrease linked to strike activity. So that could be a big reason for that very, very low number in
Can I just say you did a good job with the new outline? I don't know if anybody else feels the same way, but I like the new live stream. I think it's much more in tune with our our overall theme here at BullRush.
And branding, yeah, I like it. I like it too. Thank you.
You did a good job. Give credit where credit's due.
Always improving.
I'm not
you know
always a negative Nancy.
No, but I like it. You know what I mean? I like. I think that's what we need more of in this world is constructive criticism, and I think if you guys watch the video that'll be coming out soon of Trent's Grind My Gears, it goes into taking responsibility. And if you don't take responsibility, you can't improve at the end of the day. So, the last one, I'll take responsibility. The last one I built wasn't that beautiful. This one is looking better. But yeah, anything that goes wrong in this live stream, it's my responsibility. So you guys can come yell at me.
You had one job.
I got a couple, but
wait, you working side jobs?
No, I'm saying here.
Just
I'm saying here. But yeah.
Yeah, this is not a ton of movement now. Things are starting to settle in. You see the markets start to, and if you flip back over my screen, the 100% retracement held true. USD GAPY did it. So again, Fibonacci holding true in this scenario. Doesn't always hold true, but there is a reason why the vast majority of traders pay attention to Fibonacci numbers. It's because they a lot of times do hold true. As soon as, here it started breaking between 61.8. As soon as it broke through there, we said here, if you rewind about 20 minutes or 30 minutes ago, we said expect it to continue up for that 100% retracement, and you can see that carry through. So just something to be cognizant of. But at this point, the markets are starting to settle down a little bit. You're not seeing quite as much movement now that those news events have ended. You're just sort of seeing this consolidation, which I would anticipate for the rest of the day. Don't go chop yourself up the rest of this day after non-farm. When I was trading, when we switched to the board of trade, so I traded for two large firms. And the first firm I traded was in their own building. But the second one, we actually traded on the 17th floor of the Chicago Board of Trade. And the clearing firm that we cleared through, every non-farm would order pizza in and all this stuff. And they did it to help you. Even though they wanted the commissions and stuff as the clearing firm, they would still order it to get you to get away from the markets and go out there, because people just overtrade. They get chopped up when nothing's going on. And so
pizza day today.
I always love the best story I ever had. The best story I ever had. Best trading story. It was in 2011. I was trading, and I traded non-farm, and I was trading silver, and I caught a move, and I made 11 grand in about 2 minutes.
Wow.
And then it just so happened to work out. I had a bachelor party in Las Vegas the same day. So it's over in Chicago. Events come out at 7:30. So it's 7:30 in the morning. I traded. I got on a flight at 9:30 and was in Vegas. And I am
making it rain.
Shameful to say that I spent about $6,000 that weekend.
I would not be
as a young stupid kid. I went and blew the money versus saving it. But it was fun. It was a great weekend.
Once. YOLO. Look, I just recently
we had bottle service. We took limos.
I was just in Vegas, and I could see you easily spending I did not spend that much, but thankfully. But I could see how you could easily spend that much.
The funny
money.
thing is, I didn't even gamble. I played the penny slots.
Yeah,
it was not on gambling.
So
it was all the
money.
Entertainment, the going out and the partying and the hotel rooms, and we upgraded our hotel room.
Yeah, now you want the penthouse.
I was a typical young dumb kid that should.
Just food in Vegas is I remember when I was there, we weren't even eating out. We had nice dinners and stuff, but we weren't eating just for lunch and breakfast. I think me and my fiance, it was $50 for the cheapest meals, and that was fast food, you know what I mean? I think our cheapest meal the whole time was In-N-Out.
Well, it's a desert.
Yeah, it's the desert, so they got to fly everything in. And yeah, we went one time. I got a surf and turf, steak and lobster, and the whole time I'm thinking, I wonder where this lobster's from. It's probably why it's so expensive. Is no lobsters out here.
Yeah, no, it was. I must win. Step it in. He was.
Come on, I must win. You got 30 minutes to get to first place.
He was Seabiscuit over there. What movie is that from? Seabiscuit. I'll just give that one to you. If for those that don't know, it was a horse racing video that came out in the late 90s where he was an underachiever for the first part of his racing career and then turned on to become a champion towards the end of it. And so anytime somebody's slow rolling something and then coming on strong at the end, I use the analogy
Didn't they make
biscuit.
Oh no, I'm thinking of Proletariat. That was the other horse movie. Yeah. That was the only horse movie I watched. Yeah, you know, I'm that's a little before my time, Trent, I think.
Yeah, I would not anticipate you to know that. Man, a lot of action. There's a lot of movement here in the leaderboard now. It paused there, but we're seeing a bunch of movement. Nigeria holding strong as a country here. You know, Pakistan the same way. So 1, 2, 3 Nigerians in the top 10, 2 from Pakistan, Egypt. Africa as a continent is representing.
Vietnam's
holding up there too. Yeah, I can't wait to do the country, who the best country of traders is.
That's gonna be good. I mean, we've done. If you follow us on Twitter, I did a poll there before, kind of quiz, and as of I think it was like a month ago, the best traders were, I think number 1 was Nigeria. Just as of a month ago. But I'm interested to see how that changed because I've seen a lot more countries at the top of the leaderboard. So I'm very interested to see how that changed.
Yeah, no, good stuff.
We got a lot of friends in Nigeria.
Yeah, you know there's a good population of finfluencers that we work with in Nigeria that really enjoy our product and are happy to go and help promote it, which is great if you're an influencer or you have a decent or large social media following. Get in touch with Davin. He will hook you up. A lot of times.
Anybody in the U.S.
Yeah, if people in the U.S., it's good stuff in here. We're trying to grow the U.S. side of things as well. And it's good. I mean, we have 28,709 beautiful faces around the world that join in and participate in BullRush competitions. We are eagerly waiting to get to 50,000 before the end of the year. That's our goal. We put it out there. Yeah. There's lots to be said about that too. It's, you know, if you put your goals out there in the environment, it helps you be more accountable because now we've said it. We've said we want 50,000 users.
We're going to be at 50,000.
Now,
no
how
matter
do we
what,
get there?
we're going to do what we can, and we're going to be at 50,000. I mean, you know, I always like to 10x everything, so I'd like more than 50,000. But
we have a new leader. Oh, sorry to cut you off.
Really?
New leader on the leaderboard. Dung Tron.
Zico got. Oh my God, Zico, step it up! You just went from winning cash to now you got to trade again in the Thanksgiving trade-off.
That is $100 winner. So the first place gets $100 withdrawable from the system, and everybody else gets. That's a lot of money. I mean, it goes from $100 to only $5. So,
well, it's $5. It's the potential.
Well, yeah, you can.
I think first place is $1,500 for that one, right?
First place is $1,500 for the 3K competition, which again, if you're second here and you go get second in that, I think it's a $500 prize pool for second. So
lots of big prizes there, lots of opportunity, and what we love here at BullRush is opportunity.
It seems like most people are trading gold here. You know, it's obviously it's a very volatile product, especially around news events. So interesting to go seeing that.
I see the NASDAQ on here too.
Josman, he won our first ever news trading competition. He's bumped up to 9th place.
I see him in 7th.
He moved up to 7th place. Correct me. Sorry.
It's a lot of movement. We got to constantly be
He's in
refreshing
fourth place, actually.
4th place now.
Obviously, our leaderboard updates pretty quickly, as you can see. It's a constantly updating.
He's in 3rd place now.
Man, what is he trading?
Josman, what are you doing, Josman? Good job. I mean, keep doing it, but you're about to win some cash, my brother.
Yeah, we don't see. That's the beauty too. We don't see his open trades yet, so we're gonna have to wait till the competition finishes to go and grab those open trades.
But they move up based on their open trades, right? Too.
They move. Yeah, it's based on your equity in the account. So we do our percent return based on equity. But we do not show open trades when you're in competitions because we don't want people copy trading or reversing if they think they can win. We really do want to try and find good traders in the system and try to find the best traders, which is why we have rules, why we have dynamic leverage. We have all these things that really do try to help trades when you're in competitions, because we don't want people to copy trading and truly trade and not just reversing YOLO win. We really do want to try and find good traders in the system and try to find the best traders, which is why we have rules.
For those that live on the other side of the world, in
Vietnam, really do try to help trades when you're in competition side of the world. Want people to copy trading, trade and not just reversing YOLO win. We really do want to try and find good traders in the system and try to find the best traders.
I feel like that's a common thing.
For those that live on the other side of the world, in Vietnam,
really do try to help
there's so much on this side of the world.
Want people to copy trading, trade and not just reversing YOLO win. We really do want to try and find good traders.
Second movie ever.
It was made was his first.
I feel like that's a common thing.
For those that live on the other side of the world, in Vietnam,
really do try to help
there's so much on this side of the world.
Want people to copy trading, trade and not just reversing YOLO win. We really do want to try and traders.
It is.
It was made was his
I feel like that's a common thing.
For those that live on the other side of the world, in Vietnam,
try to help
there's so much on this side of the world.
Copy trading, trade and not just reversing YOLO win. We really do try and
It is.
it was made was his
I feel like that's a common thing.
For those that live on the other side of the world, in Vietnam,
try to help
there's so much on this side of the world.
What'd you mess up?
It's
Dom?
fixed. That was Trent's fault. Just kidding.
All right, thanks guys for telling us. The movie is Swingers.
Oh,
God, we're definitely doing a movie trivia
I don't
competition
think
when
I've
it first
seen
comes
that.
out. When we get our trivia launched here in 2 to 3 weeks, we'll do a trading one, obviously, to kick it off. But then we're going to start doing movie trivia.
Yeah, you keep picking these ones. I was born in '98. Okay, come on, man.
When did that movie come out? Like 95?
1996.
We have a new leader. Jeff 1997 is back at the top of the leaderboard. Congratulations to you.
This might have been one of those VHS tapes my parents locked away and didn't let me watch.
It is one of the. It is definitely not child approved. It is.
I mean, I watched Pulp Fiction on VHS. So.
I think it's rated R, but these days
It is.
it's all rated R is relative. Back then it was
I
they
feel
gave
like
it to everybody, but
Rated R is.
it's more like PG-13 now.
Oh, really?
There's no nudity. There's there's just some cursing, but
Well, I think it's like
jokes.
if you watched our live stream last week, I made a joke with Blake about we only allow 13 curse words a live stream. I think that's actually how the ratings work. Is like if it's you can only do like one F word in a PG-13 movie. If you have more than that, it's R.
Jeff, you got dethroned again.
Unbelievable. Where's I Must Win?
I Must Win was up there. He's in 9th. He's holding on there. He's limping in to, let's see here.
My blood
11th.
pressure.
11th is 1.38%. What do you got to get to be in the top 10? You got to get 1.39. You're 0.01% from getting entry into the 3K Thanksgiving competition where you can win $1,500 or part of the $3,000 prize pool.
Zico, pop up there. You've been in second. You got dethroned earlier by Dungtran. You better step it up there. Man, Master Trade.
Where did Master Tessiford go? He was 16th place.
16th.
Where you at? Ping him in Discord. See where he's at. Get him on this live stream.
Yeah, we're gonna talk to him on Discord.
Bring him on the live stream.
Bring him in on the live stream.
Come on. We do want to start doing that. For those traders that do join our live stream and are active participants, we would love to have you on the live stream and you can talk through your trading. So if you want that, ping Davin, Mr. BullRush inside of the Discord, and we'll make it happen. We'll bring you on these live streams.
DM me on any social media.
We want you to participate. We think it'd be really interactive as you're trading. Just talk through the trading decisions that you're currently making. Jeff bounced back to the leaderboard. Man, lot of action. What movie is that from?
Man, you're really
Let me see if I can find a meme of it.
Deep on me.
Let me see if I can find an image of this.
Say say lots of action.
A lot of action. No. I just want. Here. What is this?
Oh.
Wow. What is this movie? This is what. Oh, dang it! It says it. This image right here. Wow. Lot of action. And he even does here. Let's do the video of it. It's really funny. I don't know if you'll be able to hear this on the live stream, but
I can, but we're gonna have our voices doubled, so we just gotta be quiet. All right, they can hear it.
This image right here. Wow. I don't know if this is lot play. Of action. And he even does here. Let's do the I'm gonna get a virus on my computer clicking on these random websites.
I actually use Yarn. So if my computer has a virus, you know why.
All right, I don't think that website's gonna work. But basically, he is cheating at cards, and Matt Damon is the other character, and doesn't take the bait because he knows he's cheating. He doesn't want to get kicked out, and so he folds pocket aces or ace king. I think in that situation, he has ace king and.
Then he gets tilted.
And what's his face? I'm blanking. What is this actor's name? That man.
Matt Damon?
No. Edward Norton. Okay. Edward Norton goes and just is dealing cards. He goes, "Oh wow, lot of action." It's a really funny line. If this is for those that don't know and play Texas Hold'em poker, this is the movie that kicked off that craze. 1998 Rounders kicked off the World Series of Poker and Texas Hold'em. I mean,
so
waves.
I will say, although I do love poker, I haven't seen this full movie. I've seen parts of it.
We probably would not be sitting here today if it wasn't for this movie, because I got wrapped up in that craze. My first year at university, I played a ton of Texas Hold'em. I ended up winning like $2,000 my freshman year. Nice. And all we did was play Texas Hold'em. We'd always what do you call RAs would always come down and say, "You can't be gambling money." It's like, so we had chips on the table. Like, we're not gambling, and one of the guys just has a wad of cash in his pocket.
Yeah, that's funny.
We always let the biggest guy put the money in his pocket in case we got mugged or something.
That's so funny. Yeah, we played when I was in college as well. Luckily, we never had any issues with our RAs. My RA in college was literally never home, so we got so lucky with our RA. I remember my freshman year was definitely. Have you ever seen Blue Mountain State?
I love Blue Mountain State.
That's what I would compare it to. Was my freshman year? It was.
There must be something going on.
Very wild.
So we're getting a pull back here towards the end. But the reason why I said that is because Jeff 1997 is up 9.3% here in the last couple minutes that we've been discussing. And so even though I can't see his trades, I can see what he is trading in NASDAQ. So I would assume he is short that product right now. And so that was a very good trade to bump him up into first place here with almost a 10% return on this movement. Everybody else is sort of holding true. So 2.52 get you into the winnings. So we're starting to see that separation. 1.2% separation here.
Well, I got to refresh here. Oh man, my boy Nico, all the way to 7th place now. Well, I pinged Master Trade. I don't know why I can't ever say his name. Master Tress Forward Best. Master Tress Forward Best.
Did he come back?
No, he's in 28th now. He's
out of it.
He
stayed long, so he probably rode the wave up with the longs, and then probably held those positions, and is now retracing.
Watch the live, bro.
Lesson learned in closing it. Yeah, it's that's a fair point. So if we flip back over to Fibonacci retracement, once it, oh man, I got rid of it. Let me see if it sticks. USD, I can't remember if TradingView sticks those charts. Yes, nice. So it's important to know once it retraces 100%, it's usually a consolidated period at that point. You don't see big movements after that. It'll be very much back and forth. And so once it has done that, the statistics say that you should probably get out of that trade and not continue to hold that long position, which is exactly what we're seeing. I would anticipate again, as I mentioned, 10, 15 minutes ago, we'll see a lot of sideways movement here. Ooh, Dung Tran moving down. We got Bungie
8th
moving
place
up.
is Fibonacci. He's got Fibonacci in the name.
8th place is in Fibonacci. I see him in 7th. Yeah.
Oh, see.
Sorry, I got to refresh my
So
screen.
much movement. I have to
It's about every 5 to 10 seconds. This is the leaderboard. So it depends a little bit on how many participants we have. But at 115 participants, it's basically every like 5 seconds we're updating this leaderboard, which is amazing. It's
very
Our
fast.
developers are awesome. Big shout out to the development team for building a very robust system like this. This was no easy feat to accomplish. We've been working on the BullRush system for over a year in development. At this point, we officially ticked over a year 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I would say second to all of our traders, and especially second to all of our Discord family here, who gives us all of the great advice and great feedback that makes BullRush as great as it is. The development team is second to none. I mean, we have, I think, one of the best development teams, again, in the industry. I just think we're
In
just
the world.
best in the world.
Industry, come on, the world.
In the universe. I mean,
Man,
I watched
Jeff is just crushing it here. Come on, Jeff. Let's keep it up. 13%. He is starting. We talked about, the race that we have. He is now starting his final kick, to use a good analogy. He's starting his final kick into the home stretch with 15 minutes left to go, and we will see how he continues to move.
very interesting.
Sorry, I got sidetracked a little bit there. Was reading some stuff. Lot of action going on a Friday.
There's a lot going on here.
Yeah, no, good stuff. I'm really excited to see how this competition finishes out. I think we will see quite a bit of movement here.
I know we don't cover stocks, but stocks are moving like crazy right now too.
Yeah, that's to be expected. I mean, if you see that all the indices are moving, it's
Well,
natural.
The indices are moving like, yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, all indices are based off of a combination of
Of course.
stocks.
Yeah. No, I'm just, I'm shocked by the amount. I guess I just didn't expect this.
Let me see where my terrible. So for those that don't know, I've been holding a terrible position for a long time. This is not financial advice. I don't recommend getting in the stock. I don't not recommend.
Oh, Penn.
Wow, I did not know it had bounced up to 21. Man, I should have got out. I feel like I should need to pay attention to this. I am in from a much higher. So we always joke around about not, catching a falling knife. I would say I was that poor sucker to try to catch a falling knife, where I'm bought somewhere in this. I don't know the exact my dollar cost average in, but I.
What was the max there on Penn?
Somewhere inside of here on the daily, it went to like 21.
No, going back, like when was the max? Right.
The max was 142. So
yeah, I think I bought it at I think around like 50.
Yeah,
40 to 50 on the way down, because I thought it was going to
you're
bounce back up.
catching a falling knife, just like
Yep.
I waited till the next flush. I waited till I'm somewhere in the 30, like high 20s, low 30s. I bought somewhere in this range back in 2023, and have just been holding on for dear life.
I just charge it to the game, as they would say.
I want to see where my affirm. I got this stock too. Nice. That's this one. This one I also picked a falling knife, but luckily on this one I picked it down here at like $20. So I've been pretty fortunate in there. But you gamble meme coins. I gamble stocks.
Yeah. Talking about that, let's see where Solana's at.
Where Solana?
Yeah, let me.
Do they have crypto here? I don't know if it's Solana. That's not a big enough coin to get on this.
Well, come on. Solana is a pretty.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know how to do it.
SOL, yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have to share your screen.
I got you. I got it.
I don't do crypto, so I'm not a crypto bro.
Very nice. So I bought SOL at. Where am I?
All right.
Yeah.
All right, well, you wait on that. So not a lot of movement here in the final couple minutes. We are still at 14:67 with 12 minutes to go. It is
Solana's at 171 right now. Oh, holy macaroni.
so 2.91% gets you paid. A lot of separation. So we're over 2% difference between 11th and 10th right now. So starting to really pull away. That usually I love running terms that pack is starting to pull away and really separate themselves from the rest of the field. And we have a clear leader still out there. Jeff just coming in strong. Again, we believe he is short the the NASDAQ. As we looked at some of the products he was trading, he mostly was trading the NASDAQ 100, and that has come off. It'll be interesting to see here this next step.
Dungtran is coming up. He's back in second place. He went down to 7th. Now he's back in second.
We're seeing a retracement here in the NASDAQ, so it'll be interesting to see if he got out of those positions or not. Here, let's go. Yeah, he's starting to come off here at 13.4%. So if he's still short, he might be wise to close out those trades here. Oh, he switched to gold. Interesting. He is now trading gold. It was NASDAQ and gold. Wow, we were wrong, or I was wrong. I anticipated he was trading that. So let's go look at the gold charts and see what he's doing there. So again, retracing. So he was short, more than likely going into that, and now he's long. And yeah, so he was short. Hopefully he is now buying. Interesting, he'd trade like 2.91 versus a 3 lot. I wonder what goes into the decision to do that. If he's in Discord, I would love to know. If you're on this, listen to this live stream, I would love to know why you trade a 3 lot versus a 2.19. He's just in there scalping at this point, just absolutely
sniping. He's sniping. Yeah. I think it's really cool also to see, just based on our first competition, our first trade in the news competition, how many less people got disqualified, with it, which is really good. This one, we still have 87.
This is going to be his first prize ever. I mean, at this point, I don't see him getting bumped out of the top 10.
But never say never. There's 9 minutes left. A lot can happen in 9 minutes.
He's participated in 44 competitions and has never won a prize. Words of encouragement to just keep on keeping on.
Well,
keep on
you know
competing.
What? I just changed my mind. Sorry, Dungtran. I was hoping you were gonna win. I wanted to see Vietnam in first place, but Jeff, I'm rooting for you now.
Yeah, I mean, Dungtran's won 3 prizes, so he's participated in 41, almost the same amount. He's placed second, his highest, and
he's
won
enough.
3.
I'm joking.
What is
Give everyone.
What I got another movie quote. Let's see if you got it. What is your number? More.
Not gonna have this one. No.
Wall Street 2. Money Never Sleeps.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one.
What? Come on, it's a trading movie.
2. Yeah, I haven't seen Wall Street 2.
It's pretty good. Shia LaBeouf and Bronson. Is it Pierce Bronson?
I was never a big fan of Shia LaBeouf. Unpopular take.
Yeah, he was so good back in the day.
I like the Holes movie. I like the Holes movie.
That was really back in the day.
I like that one.
He was good in Transformers. He's really. I enjoy him.
Transformers 1, yeah, I like Transformers 1. Megan Fox is pretty hot. I like the Australian lady afterwards in Transformers 2, though, more.
Who was Megan Fox dating? Was it
MGK?
Yeah.
Machine Gun Kelly.
Yes.
Yeah. They're a crazy couple.
I found that really strange.
That is a very strange thing. My fiance is all up in the TikTok, what do you call that? Cultural news and stuff. She's always updating me, and they do some crazy stuff. They're a crazy couple. I didn't have that on my bingo card. Hey, good for you, MGK, though. Good for you.
All right, he's coming. Jeff is only 12, so the gap is closing here as we head into the final minutes of this competition. There's a little less than 7 minutes left, and it's down to a 6% lead.
6%.
Let's
Oh,
see.
and now we got Bungie in second place too. So lots to try. We got Adams in fourth.
That gap is closing.
I Must Win in fifth. Come on, I Must Win.
Love seeing him move up. I was rooting for you. You were my pick. Should we start betting on the?
We can do internal
we can't
bets.
bet, but it would be really funny.
We can do internal Monopoly money bets.
Yeah,
I think Sean would approve on that.
I think it would be really funny to start doing those. But he was my horse to win. I Must Win. You come on, man. You get up there. But we should start picking that. That would be a really interesting concept of.
You can bet on the.
You can bet on the trading competition.
Let us know in the chat if you like that idea.
We can't do it. We're not a gambling firm, but
let us know if you like that hypothetical idea.
I'm going to put that to our general counsel and our legal team to see what we could potentially do.
There's a way to do anything, okay? I'm sure.
And what it would cost. But how much fun would that be?
That would be a lot of fun.
That is the game changer for what we do.
Can we
it's
bet
like
internally then? So we're not trading.
Yeah, but you go and pick, and you're like, will this person place in the top 10? Like, here's the list of all the participants.
And that can almost go into teams,
You can
too.
like parlay it. You can teams it. Like,
I'm really excited about the teams aspect of the trading competitions. I think that'll be really huge. I've already heard, there's a lot of friends on our platform as well. I know there's a lot of people that, they join BullRush and then they let their friends know. So, there's a lot of friends that are in there, friend groups that are in BullRush. I hear them talk in the Discord. So I think that's something that could be really, really big as far as teams, as well as I think smaller one-off competitions. Going back to the affiliates. I know right now I'm talking to a few people, a few of our influencers and affiliates right now are bigger affiliates on doing custom competitions for them. So that's another option that we have, and another thing that we're going to be rolling out too is you're going to see ones not on BullRush. They'll be on BullRush, but they won't be public to BullRush. But if you're an influencer out there and you have a big community and you want to start running trading competitions, hit me up. DM me on Twitter.
Are you doing those? I know you. Sorry, maybe I spaced out there for a second handling something. But you had been talking with two pretty big influencers that were going to run competitions. Is that happening?
Well, we're still talking, but yeah, as of right now, we're gonna do it with somebody. I'm just talking to a few people, trying to figure out the logistics, trying to figure out how we kind of want to structure the competitions. But given that BullRush, we built BullRush, we have our own development team internally and everything like that. We have a lot of options of how we can run these kind of competitions. So that's kind of what we're figuring out now. But that is, something to keep in mind if you're a big influencer out there, or, just a medium-sized influencer. If you have a following, that is something that we can do is run specific competitions just for your community. And those can be competitions without a prize, with a prize, all different kinds. So that's something that we're working out with. So, hit up your favorite, Forex or crypto influencer. Hit them up. Tell them to reach out to us, and maybe we'll have a special competition with your favorite influencer soon.
The gap is closing a little bit. Bungie is moving up. He's got it within that 6%. I think he's going to probably run out of time, though. I think Jeff is going to ultimately take this, is my projection.
It's at 5.7%.
He is still in a trade, though. And the trade is coming off. His equity is down, so he is starting to pull back. He would be wise to just close those positions. A lot can happen here in the closing seconds of a race or a competition.
Last 3 minutes. Jeff, make sure your shoes are tied. You don't want to trip at the last portion of the race here. Again, make sure you look up there. I wanted to mention, too, if you haven't noticed the little moving banner up there, use code AMA promo, and you're going to get a 100% deposit bonus. That's a really great way to just off-rip without even winning anything. You can double up what you put in, and, now you have more funds to enter.
The gap widened out again. He's back over 6.
Oh.
Yeah, it seems like this race. Maybe not. So
Jeff, you might have solidified it.
Well, he solidified it, but 11th place is at almost 2%, and if you look at 10th place, he's at 2.9. So less than a percentage point separating 11th through 10th, money or no money.
Wow.
Man, if I was in these positions, I would just close all my trades and just sit there, and then I would wait.
Hope somebody messes up ahead of me.
Exactly. I would just. I mean, at this point, you're not. I mean, Fibonacci is going the opposite direction at this point. So he was just in 9th, and now he's down.
Come on, man, pull up that Fibonacci.
So 1.7, man, a lot of movement here. This is the beauty of like races and competitions. It's not just about first place. That's long gone. Jeff is winning this hands down. There's no losing it at this point for him. But you can go here, and there's still prizes to be won or lost here in the final closing seconds of this competition. Fibonacci is losing it. He is going backwards. He is less than 0.5% away
Jeez,
for
the spiral.
Kibby FX032. Is he going to hold on?
1 minute now. 1 minute left.
Man, I am really excited to see how this finishes.
Oh my gosh.
Fibonacci, you going to hold on to this?
Do it for Egypt. Right, that's
it. Is 0.42% difference. 0.46 now. He is settling in. Is he going to hold this? This is intense.
I must win
he's up.
Adams
so Kibby FX032 is at 2.09. He has pulled it within 0.3% of getting a prize. And Fibonacci went backwards. They're less than 0.2. Let me get this over.
Oh my gosh.
They are less than 0.1%.
Seconds left. What's going to happen? What is going to happen?
Do they have this? They're less than 0.1% away.
Fibonacci, I would just hold off and pray.
0.13% is separating prize from no prize.
You got 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6.
3, 2, 1. Give it a second to update. Did he hold on?
No, he didn't. He didn't.
He got kicked out. Are you kidding me?
He got kicked out.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh.
You dropped it in the last 10 seconds.
Jeez.
God. Talk about never giving up. Wow. Kibby FX032.
Where is Fibonacci?
He went to 11th.
No, he's not. He's not in 11th.
10th place, ended up Indonesia. Wow. That was a lot of action there. Kibby, so as the final settled in, Kibby FX actually moved from 11th to 8th in the final seconds. And then you had multiple people join and go up there in the end. Wow. That was a ton of market movement. Jeff, of course, stayed at the top as we predicted. Josman in 3rd place, who won our first ever news trading competition. Dung Tran getting kicked out into 4th place. But wow, that is nuts. And with that, I got to go. I have a meeting at 11 that
Fibonacci ended in 84th place.
84th.
Yeah, so he ended up going down to 84th place.
He probably went for it right at the end. But
yes.
I apologize to everybody. I have an 11 o'clock meeting that I'm getting bugged to go to, so I am out for the day. It was awesome. Davin, can you take it home for everybody?
Yeah, it was great. It was great being on here. I'm sure you guys don't want to just look at my face for another hour, so we're gonna end it here. Thank you, Trent, for joining. It's been a great live stream. I had a lot of fun. And don't forget to follow us, BullRush Comp. Now, BullRush Comp on all social medias. I don't even have to change it out. So follow us on BullRush Comp. Use code AMA, promo code for 100% deposit bonus. Join our challenges. Join our upcoming competitions. Make sure you join those $5 competitions, and make sure you hop into that Discord so you don't miss the next Trade the News event. The next Trade the News event is going to be on November 5th. Like I said, we have the presidential election Trade the News, so we'll be going live. So make sure you tune in on our YouTube channel. And it's going to be on our new YouTube channel, not this YouTube channel. It'll be at BullRush Comp for that. And so, yeah, tune into that. You don't want to miss that. It's going to be a hot live stream. Definitely don't want to miss that. Like I said, BullRush Comp on all social media. AMA promo code for 100% deposit bonus. And keep on trading and have a wonderful, amazing day. I had fun. Hope you did. Till next time. Peace.